You are the type of owner who actually pays attention. You notice things. So when your dog makes a beeline for the wet grass every single morning, nose down, lips grazing the blades like they know exactly what they are doing, you do not just shrug it off. You wonder. And that wondering is exactly right. Because what looks like a bizarre little habit is actually your dog responding to something ancient, something biological, and something most vets have been getting completely wrong for decades. Today we are going deep into the science of why your dog eats grass, not the dismissive explanation you have probably heard 100 times. The real one, the one rooted in evolutionary biology, gut chemistry, and the living pharmacy sitting right outside your back door. By the end of this, you will never look at that morning grazing ritual the same way again. Let us start with the scene itself because it matters. You open the back door in the morning, the grass is still damp. There is that cool, earthy smell in the air, and your dog does not hesitate. They walk with purpose, not sniffing randomly, not rolling around. They move to a specific patch, lower their head, and begin to eat, deliberately, methodically, almost ritualistically. This is not an accident. This is not confusion. This is foraging. And your dog's ancestors have been doing this exact thing for thousands of years. Wild canids, the wolves and wild dogs that modern dogs descended from, were not strict meat-eaters. Studies of wild wolf stomach contents show consistent evidence of plant matter, grasses, berries, roots, and herbs. These animals were opportunistic omnivores who understood instinctively that a diet of pure protein was not enough. The gut needed more, and the body knew how to find it. Your dog still carries that knowledge. It is written into their biology. So when they head for the lawn, they are not malfunctioning. They are listening to something older than any bag of kibble ever invented. Now here is the part that probably surprises most people. The most common explanation you will hear from neighbors, from casual pet forums, even from some vets, is that dogs eat grass because their stomach is upset and they want to vomit. It sounds logical. It feels intuitive. And it is almost entirely wrong. Here is what the research actually shows. Studies on grass-eating behavior in dogs found that fewer than 10% of dogs who graze actually vomit afterward. Less than 10%. And among those who did vomit, the majority showed signs of illness before they started eating grass, not after, which completely inverts the popular story. So the upset stomach theory does not hold up as a universal explanation. It might apply in a small slice of cases, but for the vast majority of dogs who graze regularly, something else entirely is going on, and that something else is the microbiome. Your dog's gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and other microscopic life forms that collectively govern digestion, immune function, inflammation response, mood, and even behavior. This ecosystem is called the microbiome, and it is not just a trendy wellness buzzword. It is genuinely one of the most important systems in your dog's body. Here is the problem. Modern commercial dog food, even the premium stuff, even the grain-free, cold-pressed, small-batch artisan variety, is still a highly processed product. The manufacturing process destroys or significantly degrades many of the naturally occurring enzymes, phytonutrients, and fermentable fibers that a dog's gut microbiome needs to stay balanced and diverse. Think about it this way. Your dog's digestive system evolved over thousands of years to process raw, whole foods that came directly from the earth. Fresh meat with intact enzymes, varied plant matter with living compounds, a rotating seasonal diet full of microbial diversity. What they get now, even from a loving, well-intentioned owner, is a consistent, shelf-stable, heat-processed product, convenient for us. But for the microbiome, it is like trying to maintain a rainforest ecosystem by watering it with bottled spring water. You are covering the basics, but you are missing something essential. So your dog goes outside. And without any training, without any coaching from you, they find the grass. And what is in that grass? More than you think. First, there are digestive enzymes. Fresh, living grass contains plant-based enzymes like peroxidase and other catalytic compounds that can support digestive activity. Processed food has almost none of these. When your dog chews fresh grass, they are getting a direct hit of enzymatic activity that helps break down food more efficiently and eases the load on their own digestive organs. Second, there are phytonutrients. These are naturally occurring plant compounds, things like chlorophyll, flavonoids, and polyphenols that serve as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents inside the body. Chlorophyll alone has been studied for its ability to support detoxification, reduce internal odor from waste, and feed beneficial gut bacteria. Your lawn is loaded with it, and your dog knows that. Third, there is fermentable fiber. Grass blades are high in cellulose and other structural fibers that humans and dogs cannot fully digest on their own. But the gut microbiome can. These fibers serve as prebiotics, meaning they feed the beneficial bacteria already living in the gut, allowing them to multiply and crowd out harmful strains. A more diverse, well-fed microbiome means better digestion, stronger immune responses, and a more resilient dog overall. Fourth, and this one often gets overlooked, there is the microbial inoculation from the soil itself. When your dog grazes, their lips and tongue make contact with the soil surface, picking up trace amounts of soil microorganisms. This might sound alarming, but it is actually something researchers are beginning to recognize as genuinely beneficial. Soil-based organisms, or SBOs as they are sometimes called in human health circles, have been shown to support gut microbial diversity in ways that no probiotic supplement has fully replicated. Your dog's ancestors got this every single day. In the wild, there was no such thing as a sanitized food bowl. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but is the grass in my yard actually safe? That is a fair and important question. The honest answer is that it depends on what is on your grass. If your lawn has been treated with pesticides, herbicides, or synthetic fertilizers, then yes, you want to be cautious. Those chemical residues can be genuinely harmful, and a dog who grazes on treated grass is ingesting those compounds directly. If that is your situation, consider a small untreated patch, a container of wheatgrass grown indoors, or even fresh herbs like parsley or dandelion greens that you can source cleanly. But if your grass is untreated, or if you can transition to an organic approach, what your dog is accessing out there is not dangerous. It is medicinal. It is a living, bioactive supplement that no lab has managed to fully replicate in capsule form. The morning ritual your dog has been performing might be the single most sophisticated nutritional self-regulation behavior in their entire day. They are not acting weird. They are filling a gap, a real, measurable biological gap left by the limitations of modern canine nutrition. And here is what changes when you understand that. You stop pulling them away from the grass. You stop panicking. You start observing instead. You notice which plants they gravitate toward. You notice the timing, always morning, when the dew is heaviest and the plant compounds are most bioavailable. You start thinking about how to make that experience safer and richer, maybe by growing an untreated patch, maybe by adding fresh plant matter to their diet. You go from being the owner who corrects an odd behavior to being the owner who actually understands their dog. If this changed how you see your dog's morning ritual, share it with someone who still thinks grass seeding is just a weird quirk. And if you want to keep going deeper into what your dog's body is actually telling you every single day, the next video is already waiting. Your dog has been leaving you signals all along. It is time to start reading them. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, scan the QR code on the screen right now to subscribe and join the Pawsome Life family. Give your dog a belly rub for us, and we will see you in the next video.